I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're addressing one of the most pressing issues of our time with Dorris Woods. She's the author of a powerful book. It's called Abortion and the Assault on Reproductive Rights. In this critical book, Dorris examines the chilling impact of recent changes to abortion laws and the urgent need to restore Roe v. Wade. Join us as we delve into the confusion, chaos, and trauma that these new restrictions have unleashed on women and healthcare providers as well. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Prime 7 Media for helping us put her in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Dorris, thanks so much for joining us here today on Spotlight. Great to see you. This is a powerful book, an important book. Roe v. Wade, in your opinion, was working well for America, right?
Yes.
What has overturning that law, that precedent, done to reproductive rights and the right to an abortion in the United States?
It has really upset everything. I can't think of anything more profound than overturning Roe versus Wade. I'm 85 years old, and in this century and in the part of the last century that I lived, I can't imagine anything more profound because somebody didn't understand what they should have or should have known was going to cause chaos, misery, and confusion.
Yeah. Why did you decide to write a book on this subject?
Because I knew the minute that the law was changed, that there was going to be problems. I just knew it. I knew it. I don't know how I knew, but I knew. But then I thought, I am an older person. I can't be out protesting. So my solution was to write. And that's why I started writing, and I still could write until the cows come home. But I don't think that's going to help it any. It still upsets me tremendously.
It's been very difficult for medical providers and doctors. In some cases, they're confronted or faced with, jail if they perform an abortion, right? In different states.
That's an understatement. Some of them are faced with jail time, the loss of their license, and all sorts of harassment.
Yeah.
That is one of the things that I emphasize on the back of the book. And I don't think when this law was passed that Justice Alito did any research or consulted any experts. He knows the law, but he does not know about women's reproductive systems and the rights and the things that go on. I don't know, it's just beyond me, and it's still beyond my comprehension that anybody at the apex of the American judicial system could do that. But I think he didn't consult with anybody. He didn't do any research, and he just went on his own. I still am dumbfounded that somebody could do this and cause so much chaos in the United States. I don't.
How can we better educate the public about the realities of abortion and reproductive health?
That's one of the reasons I wrote the book. It is educational, it is informative, and hopefully it will inspire women to act. I was hoping that the book would be published in time that we could get enough feedback to spur women to vote these people down who have these ideas, and maybe get enough support in Congress to overturn the decision to overturn Roe. So hopefully somebody will see this interview and agree with me. I know the president does. I know the vice president does. In fact, she has a book. She had endorsed this book to somebody who was presenting it at a festival. And she wanted to make a contribution because she thought it was valuable. So I know what I have said is truthful. I know it's truthful. And I believe, and so do thousands of other people, that this is still a serious problem. There are 13 states on the ballot to overturn this decision about abortion. Abortion isn't a simple process. It's not simple. I think if Justice Alito were asked today what an ectopic pregnancy is, I don't think he could tell you that it's the fetus is caught up in the fallopian tubes and it will not survive. Abortion is not a simple matter. And to think that sometimes the embryo gets into the abdominal cavity, nobody thinks that, and he doesn't know that, but there's so many complications that can arise. And I just wish he had not done this, because it's misery, it's still chaos and confusion, and it's almost inexplicable, all the problems that have been caused by him writing this law, changing this law.
Must have great consequence and great impact on women who are denied abortions, right?
Yes, it has a very profound impact on women. And some of the stories that are coming out about them having to wait until they are near death before they can get the care that they need. Now, he doesn't understand that, and a lot of the lawmakers, and the other thing that is so upsetting is that people who are making these laws don't understand the problems well enough. They do not understand. I don't know how they can educate themselves. Making laws, 6 weeks. Well, let's have the 6-week abortion ban. And then, no, let's do 12 weeks. Let's do 15 weeks. And some are suggesting that you wait until, the doctors are waiting until the baby is born and then kill the baby. That's ridiculous too. Nobody does that. That's infanticide. That's illegal. So I don't know, you hear all these stories and all of these things of people making laws that have no idea what they're talking about.
In some cases, women who are pregnant and need to terminate the pregnancy for any number of reasons are forced to leave their state and travel in that state to a different state to get the abortion done, right?
Yes. Now that's ridiculous too, but then on the other hand, you have Texas who will jail people who help the person to get out of the state. They don't want the abortion, but
right.
They don't want anybody to help the person who's pregnant to get out of the state. Now that is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is so profound, these things that are happening. Yes, you go out of the state, and some people don't have the money. See, that's it. They're a group now who have a case in Texas, but they are wealthy women. They can afford to go to court and be in court. But think of all the poor women that they can't afford to go anywhere. They have to stay. And I understand that the number of pregnancies among teenagers, young girls, has gone up exponentially because the rape laws are relaxed. You get raped and you get pregnant, and you can't do anything about it because the law doesn't allow them to. So,
Unbelievable. It's a terrible situation. Hopefully, it gets resolved. The name of the book we're talking about today is Abortion and the Assault on Reproductive Rights. In the book, the author examines the chilling impact of recent changes to abortion laws and the urgent need to restore Roe v. Wade. Doris, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
thank you. It's an important interview. I hope people will respond at the polls.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time until next time on
Thank
Spotlight.
you.
Thank you, Doris.